A new year, new problems.
We do still have people being evicted right now, and we do still have people receiving rent increases.
Despite the recent special session legislation that extends protections for renters, some feel it doesn't do enough. Jesse Sharp with the Southern Oregon branch of the Community Association of Tenants says they are not satisfied with the new bills. He says it doesn't address rent increases in the time of a pandemic.
We have not seen any legislative action or any willingness to respond to that.
The new year often marks a time when leases are renewed and rental costs go up. With so many people displaced and struggling with employment, even small increases could hit them hard.
I think that amount could be really drastic for people, especially if people have lost their jobs or have lost hours or are in other ways really damaged right now.
Sharp says the association wants full rent cancellation to protect tenants and the state to find ways to compensate landlords separately.
Oftentimes when we look at small landlords, we see landlords who are willing to take a small hit to their profit margins in response to this moment in this situation.
Recent Oregon legislation offers an 80-20 compromise, with the state setting aside funds for a majority of a tenant's rent if the landlord forgives the remaining amount. Mark Nichols, a member of 2 Oregon rental associations, says the legislation won't cut it for a number of Rogue Valley property owners. He says most landlords are just looking to break even.
We don't have the luxury of forgiving 20% of the rent because they'll start losing money again.
While a bill signed last year protects renters from extreme rent increases, Nichols says even if landlords delay increases this year, they have to make it up somewhere.
Mostly raising the rents around 2.5% a year. And that's the true whether you skip a year and then the following year you go 5% or you go 2.5% each year.
Both sides of the issue agree the housing crisis will not end when the pandemic does.
Housing providers are going to raise the rent, whether they raise it this year or raise it in the future.
You know, the can's been being kicked down the road on this rental crisis that we're in.
In Medford, Grace Smith, NBC5 News.